Dave, tough day at the office this afternoon away at West Didsbury. How do you evaluate that one?
I think you've summed it up there. I think it's a very, very tough day, possibly the darkest day I've had in management. It's from start to finish, we weren't good enough. A lot of soul searching, a lot of questions to be asked following a game like that. Obviously it's very raw now, so it's quite hard to put your finger on it, but yeah, I think it's start to finish a disgrace, and you know, we've let people down today, and massive apologies to the fans who've come here and for everyone who's involved behind the scenes and put all the hard work in, because that's just not good enough.
In terms of the starting 11 today, you made 6 changes from the game at Press, which obviously we talked about the sort of illness with the squad at that time. Just talk me through the sort of selection today.
Yeah, so we thought a lot about the selection today. We did a lot of work sort of Thursday after training, and a lot of conversations Friday. Questioned the shape a little bit, whether we were going to go play a different shape today with the front two, and lots of different things, lots of different ideas. Did they get it right or wrong? Probably in hindsight, maybe wrong, I don't know. But ultimately, when you cross that white line as a player, you've got to be prepared to run and work hard. And today, collectively, we just didn't do enough of it.
You went in 2-0 down at half time. You made 2 changes at the break. What was the message from you and the management staff at half time?
So the message didn't really change too much at half time. I think what we said before the game, believe it or not, was that it was going to be a difficult pitch. It was going to rip up, don't overplay. And then we've gone from phase after phase of play where we're overplaying, we're getting caught on it consistently, and players have decided to take not take instructions on board and do what they want to do. Which, if you're going to do that, you need to make sure it works and it's right. So really disappointed. I think, you know, the 2 lads who come off were unlucky, but in that it could have been any one of the 11 or any 5 of the 11. But the idea of the second half was to try and again be a little bit more direct and try and play up the pitch, because trying to play the conditions, and again we've defended poor into turnovers and conceded another 2 goals.
A debut this afternoon for Lewis Byrne, who's signed from Chorlton. What can you tell the fans about him?
I think everyone knows what Lewis is about. I think obviously goals and being clinical on the top end. Today we haven't created chances. We've had 1 chance in the game. We had 1 opportunity to make the goalkeeper work, and DJ sort of flicked it over the bar. Probably at a key time. We wouldn't have deserved the goal, if I'm being honest. But if we get that goal just before half time, it's 2-1. Is it a different game? Big moments change games. But we haven't had any big moments today. I mean, stand here in front of other games where we've, you know, dropped points and played really well, and we've talked around the chances we've created and shots we've had and possession stats. None of that was evident today, was it? We didn't keep the ball. We didn't play percentages well. We didn't fight for it. We didn't dominate the ball. We didn't sort of win second balls. We didn't win our challenges in the air. Just a really, really poor day.
Absences for Morgan Thompson-Smith and Aaron Chalmers from the last match day squad. What can you tell me about them being missing this afternoon? So
Morgan's got a small grade 1 thigh injury, so he's probably looking for a week to 2 weeks. And Aaron's a little bit more sort of unfortunate one, so he's had a bit of an accident on New Year's Eve with a firework. It's resulted in pretty severe burns, so it's not going to be a quick one with Aaron, unfortunately. A massive miss, especially on days like today. He was the exact player that you want. He's first name on the team sheet today. But you're probably looking at maybe up to a couple of months, maybe a bit more, depending on how things go with him. So massive loss for us, and something we're probably going to have to do something about.
And looking to next Saturday, back at Gig Lane, which obviously is still an unbeaten home record. FC Isle of Man are the opponents. What's the sort of plan going to be this week in training to get ready for that one?
I think we probably need to address some of the wrongs from today first and foremost, and go through some of the issues that we've experienced over the last few weeks, certainly defensively. But then once that's done, we've got to move forward. This isn't a bad side. We've not become a bad team overnight. We're leaking too many goals. I think that's evidence. But today was something different, and we need to put that right. But we need to train properly next week, and we need to make sure we're going into next Saturday with a completely different attitude, a completely different work ethic. Because if we don't be surprised if you see that again, and that's just not acceptable.
Thanks for your time, Dave.
Cheers.